Are you looking for the best capture card for Nintendo Switch? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best capture card on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. AVerMedia GC513 Live Gamer Portable 2 Plus Capture Card. With the Switch's limited capabilities when recording gameplay and its inability to stream, a capture card is an absolute necessity, and our favorite is the AVerMedia GC513 Live Gamer Portable 2. It pairs perfectly with the Switch when docked using the HDMI port to capture footage and send it directly to a connected PC. In fact, the card's plug-and-play functionality is powered by UVC technology, making it instantly compatible with Macs and PCs for hassle-free streaming. If you're new to streaming and don't have preferred software, like OBS or Xfilm, AVerMedia's free RE Central is a great place to start. It's fairly simple to use, captures quality footage, and works with most streaming services. Given the portable nature of the Switch, access to a reliable computer might not be available, so the compact Live Gamer Portable 2 takes things a step further, offering a PC-free mode. The capture card is armed with a microSD card port, so by flipping a switch and pressing a button, all the action in Zelda and Stardew Valley can be saved to a compatible SD card. Beyond the microSD card port, this capture card also has handy indicator lights and packs two 3.5mm audio ports for capturing headset audio. However, the use of the micro USB port is a bit dated. The Live Gamer Portable 2 can record in 1080p at 60 frames per second with no lag, exactly what the Switch can output. Just be prepared for games with vastly variable frame rates to have some potential artifacts in the footage. Luckily, games with steadier frame rates shouldn't experience this problem. There's even a lag-free 4K/60 FPS pass-through mode available. Though you won't benefit from this when playing on the Switch, it's nice to have when using PS5, Xbox Series X/S, or a gaming PC. This capture card is compatible with all 3. Number 2. Elgato HD60X Capture Card. The Elgato HD60X is a classic capture card, and while its 1080p/60 FPS capabilities outclass the Nintendo Switch a bit, it does give plenty of wiggle room for the little portable, while allowing for flexibility for more powerful consoles. If you do pair it with multiple consoles, it supports HDR recording and streaming, which adds to the value a bit. The Elgato HD60X is a tiny little capture card, easily fitting anywhere you stow your console, but don't let the size fool you. This capture device features plenty of bonus features like HEVC encoding and flashback recording, which means you can easily capture cool gameplay moments even if you weren't actively recording. And, because all you really need for the HD60X is an HDMI cable, it's compatible with basically any device under the sun. Variable refresh rate support. Affordable. Number 3. Newhope Video Capture Card. There's one problem with a lot of capture cards on this list: they can get kind of expensive. If you want the cheapest option that still, works, you should take a look at this capture card from Newhope, with caveats, of course. While this has an HDMI input, the only output is USB, which goes to your computer. That's great if you're trying to use your laptop or tablet as a gaming monitor for the Nintendo Switch, but not so much if you're trying to stream. There's a way around that. If you want to stream the Nintendo Switch, all you have to do is pick up an inexpensive HDMI splitter so that you can have HDMI going both to the capture device and to your TV. It's inelegant, but even with the cost of an HDMI splitter, this is still the cheapest way to reliably stream from your Nintendo Switch. And don't worry about video quality. This capture card supports up to 3840x2160 at 30Hz input and 1920x1080 at 60Hz output resolutions. That's a discrepancy for sure, but since the Nintendo Switch outputs at 1080p/60 FPS anyways, you're really not losing out on any quality here. Number 4. Razer Ripsaw HD Game Streaming Capture Card. Audio is just as important as video when streaming, but it can be a bit cumbersome to mix game audio with vocal commentary, especially if you're not comfortable with it. This is what makes the Razer Ripsaw HD such a wonderful option. Right on the capture card, you'll find a 3.5mm input and output, allowing you to connect a microphone and monitor all your audio in real time without the latency that usually gets added in when recording audio to your PC. Beyond that, the capture card features 4K/60 FPS pass-through and can capture 1080p at 60 frames per second. Again, that's overkill for the Nintendo Switch, which can only output at 1080p anyways, but it's still a nice feature to have, especially if you have other devices you want to stream from as well. Additionally, the inclusion of HDMI 2.0 and USB 3.0 connectivity options guarantees zero latency output and maximum detail retention. Elegant design. Easy audio mixing. Number 5. ASUS TUF Gaming Video Capture Card. While the ASUS TUF CU 4K30 kind of looks like a piece of industrial equipment rather than something you'd use to stream Tears of the Kingdom, this is actually one of the best capture cards around. This thing is extremely flexible, able to record up to 4K resolutions at up to 120 frames per second, and while that's a bit overboard for the Nintendo Switch, this makes it an extremely future-proof capture card. It also helps that the CU 4K30 is equipped with dual audio jacks in the front, which directly records audio on the device itself, rather than leaving you to record separately in OBS. But the real highlight of this ASUS capture card is that you don't need to worry about dealing with annoying proprietary software to get it running. Just plug it in, run OBS, and you're good to go. Plus, it has RGB lighting along the bottom edge of the device, which makes pretty much any device just that much better, doesn't it? No special software. RGB lighting.